Hello mercenaries, and welcome back to Stoneshard, where we've got a bunch of loot to sell. This is probably... I still don't actually really know, but I'm just assuming because I saw somewhere that there's only supposed to be 3 missions in Manshire at the moment, and then you're done. So I don't actually know, but I think that we are done with the game at this stage. But I'm still gonna sell the stuff we've got. I wonder, and we are gonna test what happens when you fail a mission. That's something we will find out soon. Because I'm gonna fail a mission deliberately in order to keep this phylactery. Oh, we've got a little graphical glitch here. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, I fixed it. No worse. So what can we sell this for? Yeah, they don't sell for as much as they seem like they would. This one sells for more. Oh, because we shouldn't sell the staff here. Well, okay, some staffs are here. Look at that, an enchant staff with fire damage, arcane damage, and sacred damage for a total of 27. That's pretty good. Interesting. Arcanist power. I'm looking forward to the other magic trees being added. I always play mages in RPGs whenever I can. I can appreciate playing a melee character, and I do it sometimes even in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that, but I always drift towards the mages because they, well, I don't know. If we're in the fantasy world, you want to do fantasy stuff, right? And who doesn't want to be Gandalf? Oh, he can't afford it. My shield. Alright. We will come back later. He's not that far off, but it's 50 gold difference. What would you pay for my shield? More than 100 less. Well, not more, but almost 100 less. We'll keep it. Sell you the lockpicks. Oh, and the backpack. So how, when you sell stuff in shops, you have to go in here and we can do this. What are you selling? Great Swords Treatise. Ruby beads. Cup. Iron ingot. We've determined that he pays the same as the blacksmith. Alright, we have 3,000 or almost 500. So 3,468. And that means that I can more or less, almost, buy whatever I want in the game at this point. Splint vambraces is pretty good. And way cheaper than the other gloves I've seen. Armor gloves. So that may be what we're getting. A fancy sword is not as good as the one we've got. Just out of curiosity, could I read his treatises by right-clicking them in inventory? That's just a thought that hit me that might be a thing, but it wasn't. So no worries. What would I buy? Oh, look at that. Because I was wondering, usually we can see the shield, but they shifted him around again. I hate it. Alright. Sergeant Greaves for better boots. And here we have the gloves. Okay, we can get protection 6 on the gloves. Crazy. I mean, my armor plate here, best plate, is just 4 protection. We could buy. The knightly armor costs 8,000 gold. How would I ever get to 8,000 gold? But I feel like if I buy the mail or the magistrate mail, then I'm setting myself up for never buying the knightly armor. What about a helmet? The thing is, our mail coif is actually pretty decent compared to like our gloves and boots. But I would like to see my character with this helmet on, for example. But it's 4,700. The cone helmet would be cool. But the mail coif is as good as it. Interesting. The plated boots here, Sergeant Greaves. It's 1,800 compared to the 6. No, that was the gloves. That was 600. The other place. All right, could buy that. And brigantine gloves for 1,800. Plate gloves. Let's get the Sergeant Greaves. Yeah. What else am I gonna buy? Good stuff. If I take off the shield, you can maybe better see it on the little sprite here. Oh, see Daisy. Got me all flustered. Anna walking around naked in town. That won't do for a night. And then the splint ram braces. Sure. So then the last thing we would upgrade is the Curious. And if we farm up a bit, then maybe we could afford it. I'm going to put the shields up in my chest in here. And then sell them to the carpenter at a later point in time when he has more money. Should be next time around. So, what would I put in here? Stuff that we don't use all that often. The map I use all the time. What if I could have lockpicks in here? Probably. Variance ring. We can put the medical supplies in here. We don't use it all that much. And then I know where it is. Look at this. It's so weird having an empty inventory. Almost empty. The backpack is certainly worth it. Alright. Let's see if he has another quest available. I guess it's no. I'm here for my reward. Do you need any help? There are no contracts for you yet. Alright. If I click journal and then in here, it still says 4 days. Interesting. Is that so? It has definitely been more than a day since I took the quest. So maybe the I have to deliver the phylactery. I didn't want to, but we kept it and used it for the bosses, so it's fine. And then now we will sell it. Are there any contracts? No. Okay. So then Varen said that he would find me once I completed the contracts in Manshire, but I'm not sure where he would find me. So we are gonna be trekking, I think, to Osbrook. And if we're doing that, we might as well bring the shields and sell them at the carpenter there. Do we bring the vivifying essence? Nah. It's fine. Nothing can beat me anyway. I am immortal. For skill. There's a sword skill that I really want, but we would need a sword treatise. Do you by chance have one of those? No. Oh, no. Great sword treatise, that's the one we came with. Alright, never mind. An enchantment scroll? Sure. We will enchant our Sergeant's Greaves. Impenetrable Sergeant's Greaves. Slashing resistance and health restoration. Okay. And there was another enchantment scroll. Why not? Let's enchant the Van Braces. Elusive Splint Van Braces. So now we have 2% extra dodge chance. I had 0.5% dodge chance before. So where's my dodge chance in here? Here, 0%. Despite that. Yeah. But health plus 5. Okay. I almost want to save up that skill point and see if we can get a Swords Treatise in Osbrook. Alright, so as promised, I have finally written a note, a post-it note, and I have written Stoneshard, remember, water skin refill. Don't do that, drink. Repair, oh, I haven't done that either. Arrows, food, and medical supplies. And almost on cue, the game is telling me that I'm hungry, so we don't have any food. We need to repair. Scratch that. Maybe this is cloth, so that's why. Okay. And go to the carpenter and repair, and we also need to buy food. Something like that. What are you selling? Repair, shield, and the bow. Okay, and we need to buy arrows. Good, and medical supplies. And so it won't matter much for this run, because we aren't going to be doing a lot of dangerous things, but for the future runs that we are going to be doing, I will have this post-it note around, so that we don't forget anything anymore. Let's buy one identification scroll, because I think we had a thing to identify back in Osbrook, and this way we can make sure that we will get an identification scroll. Let's just talk to the magistrate real quick. I don't know. Oh, you have food. Swap with me? Oh, you don't want to swap. You're safeguarding your grapes, so I can't steal it from you. Good choice. My hamster has awoken. I hope... I don't know. I hope you can't hear her. She's making some noise. She wants my attention. And she will get it after the video is done. Let's see the map real quick. We can do this line of points of interest here. So we are here right now. Go up here. And I want to farm up a bit. How much experience to reach level 7? Quite a bit. So I will save that skill point. Just in case I can get that nice skill. Now I'm getting overconfident here. And he is fighting back, that guy. What are you? A deserter. 2 instances of bleeding. I mean, he's dead, but still. Okay, and war dogs are coming in. I'm bleeding. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so opening the backpack is a move, and so is moving the bandages over to the inventory. Okay. And now we're fighting. Put up the shield. Oh, I'm not bleeding anymore. Nice. Okay. So we cannot have medical supplies in the backpack. Noted. Oh, I'm playing really poorly right now. This is how Jonna died. Oh, and this is not cover. God damn it. Run! Anna, what have you done? Save yourselves. I was so confident. Okay. Experiment failed. Run. So, what did we learn? Don't keep medical supplies in your backpack. I suppose it makes sense, then you have to dig it out every time you need to use it, so we put the shields in here. Stuff that we don't use all the time. And that we don't need on the fly. Noted. We came out on top. It's fine. Got a little bit hairy there, and we will go back in, full of courage, and challenge them head on. It's just two little humies. Good. Revenge. Got another one coming in. Enemy. Some loot. Anyone else want some? Heater shield again. Okay. $286.12. The oaken shields are the bad ones that are bad. Gotta remember that. Oh, okay, so you can't have lockpicks in your backpack either. Experiment. This was a success, as in we learned something. The smoked ham could be in the inventory, in the backpack, but it actually doesn't fit in. I don't see why we couldn't just turn it, but whatever. Antitoxin we don't use in combat anyway. Okay, loot. Just loot, nothing of note. Okay, so far so bad. For clearing bandit camps, I mean. You know, we could level ranged weapons. Oh, didn't we get a ranged weapons treatise at one point? And I apparently have not read it then. I could put it. I don't have any geomancy skill points or skill trees available. Never mind. So in here should be another bandit camp. Yep. Enemy. The war dogs are not a problem. I don't want to kill the puppies. The puppies want to kill me, right? Don't blame me. Blame the humans that train them to become beasts of war. And I will murder them too. With righteous fury. Ah, he says. And then he died. What just happened? I'm immobilized. Deadly trick. A cutthroat. Deadly trick. Deliver a strike with plus 32% damage, an extra crit chance, burns energy for the amount of damage dealt. Oh. You swap places with the enemy and then immobilize them for 3 turns. The attacker also gets plus 100. What? Plus? The attacker, that's him, gets a plus 100% 100. Goddammit. Plus 100% dodge chance for the next turn. So I cannot hit him right now. Let's try with a shield bash. Okay. Plus 100% dodge chance didn't help him. Not sure why that didn't work for him. But whatever. Learn to fight like a woman. Okay. Whatever. Drink. Apparently having 2 stacks of arrows messes up the whole thing. And it goes like, your stacks of arrows are full, but what about the ones that I have equipped? No, that's not the one you're trying to put arrows into. Okay. Whatever, game. Nope, don't attack. Is this a valuable drink? Oh yeah, it is. Rin vermouth. Let's just eat this buck bean. I just picked up this dagger because I assumed that it was worth money, and it is, so it's all is well. Oh. What's this? Rope. Huh. The most useful item in every household. Sure. Rope. If you need to tie someone up. I personally use shackles for the people I keep in my basement. But rope works. If you're running low. Come on, dude. Run to your death. I'm waiting. I am death. Reinforced club. The felling axe is pretty broken. Yeah, this is worth more. Oh, and mind ward. Good for our sanity. So we had some more dudes in here. Enemy. Who spotted me? Ah, a dog. Let's just wait for it. Oh, and a cutthroat. Okay. The bandit camps are supposed to scale with levels, so I think that's why we're seeing some pretty tough enemies here. Not the dogs, but that guy is not to be trifled with. Charge him, and he dodged. And he did what? Painful stabs. Each successful attack scratches an additional stack of the effect and prolongs its duration. Alright. But he's not gonna land any successful stabs, so it doesn't matter. Oh. Is this still a mage? A rogue pyromancer? I haven't seen them throw spells at me for a while. So, it used to be that they threw their spells beyond normal range. But then they got nerfed. Now he is throwing spells again. I thought maybe they were blocked or something. Oh, I kept clicking forward, but we can't afford it. My abilities here, we have to run away a bit. I don't know if there are more guys. Probably not. Splint? Oh, these are moose antlers. They are worth a lot. Let's drop this. A reinforced club. Yeah. Deer antlers. They weren't worth all that much. We can maybe make room. Oh. Eat. Good enough. Was that the third bandit camp or the second? I forgot. Well, we can find out. Third, okay. Well, we'll just continue northwest until we hit the road. Here's a mind ward. Eat it. I found out what song it was that I was plagued by in the previous episode. It's called The Grind by Aerosmith. And it's pretty fitting, because it's about a guy who can't get a girl off his mind. I had a song that I couldn't get rid of. It's a good one. Classic. This should be where we find the road. Ambush. Oh, and these guys are well equipped. Got a turncoat. Okay, and another turncoat. Do we rush towards one of them or try to shoot with the bow? I think we just rush one of them. Oh, and got one more. Oh, 4 in total. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that kills you. Hey. I want to hurt them so that I can hit all of them with my cleaving strike. But honestly, that's not super important. We'll move over here. We are getting surrounded. This is bad. I wonder if flanking is a thing. It's probably not. These are called henchmen. They are also high level. They're equal. Okay. We'll start with dazing him, or at least trying. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this. We don't put up the block right now, because it's going to be better in a second. When 2 of them are hitting me. He also put up his block. Okay, block. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hit 3 of them with a cleaving strike, but 2. Okay, fine. Look at that, we've taken 1 hit so far. Ana OP. Lol. I didn't have to worry. This is what separates the knight from the pyromancer. Alright. Good enough. And where are we going here? Just follow the road. Let's make it to Osbrook and see if Verin wants to talk to me. I'm losing my mind over that ring. Verin's ring. He told me to keep it on me at all times, because it will be useful at some point. So I've done that. And it's taken up my inventory space for this entire run. And if it turns out that it's not worth anything, I'm a sad Keejchen. Well, we can upgrade our bandage. We can... What do we do? I want the vivifying essence for sure. Oh, the bug beam. It's not here that we turn north. We move on. Now we get thirsty. Oh. They're just sitting around after they've looted. Like, well, probably some mercenary will come here and we can kill him too. But oh boy, they are wrong. Freaking dagger. Ah. Hello? Sir? Sir? I'm trying to fight you. What's this? A deserter. Alright. Okay. Crit is enough. Oh, he charged. Ah! He dazed me. The tables have turned. We get to stock up on arrows. Okay. I was about to say usually these kind of carriages have good loot, but... Well, hold on. Now that I recall, that specific drink is the really good one, right? I sort of dismissed it. But this one's the brandy. And it's worth more than the other one. Okay. 100 now. Well, we are almost in town, so let's drop the splint at this point. And nothing can hurt me anyway. Forgetting the start of this episode. Oh, and wolves. Sit. You want some too, boar? Come on, Pumbaa. Let's fight. Yeah, that's what I thought. A little bun. Splat. People are going to bed here. Where's the inn? Oh, it's been a while since I've been in Osbrook. Give me a sec. It's over here. Varen. Who is Grinnell? Okay. Something about this Grinnell guy. About the Stoneshard. He doesn't know. Can we find this Grinnell guy? I don't think so. So... is that just the end of the game? At that point, gathering... caravan. Alright, and the caravan is not in the game yet. So, I mean, that's kind of unfulfilling. I would have liked the game to at least say, well done, you've done everything that you can do in the game at this current state. If you want to keep playing, you can. Because this gives me no closure. I don't know if I should continue or do something else or whatever. Let's save the brandy for a rainy day. Or maybe we drink it to celebrate. Potion of satiety. We drink it. Before going to bed. Drink. Hello. Fumble chance plus 10%. Weapon. Oh, we hit harder. Stumbling. A chance to walk into a random tile when moving. Yep. Alright. So beyond what it says it does here, it makes you drunk. And the drunk then does other things. It lowers my willpower. Does it affect sanity? It does not. Well, let's finish the bottle. And then pass out in bed. Sounds good. That is a good night. For a night. Get it? Poor jokes. Hopefully someone shares my humor. Sell the stuff. Then we are gonna visit the carpenter and drain him of all his money because we have so many of these heater shields. They are very popular amongst bandits. Let me go to the... well, let's just check. What do you have for sale? Anything interesting? Don't run away from me when I want to talk to you. Nah. Nothing interesting. Tailor? At this point in the game, we don't buy cloth stuff anymore. But a purse is nice. Pyromancer cowl. I thought about it a lot and I sort of made up my mind that I really want to do a geomancy run. I am excited to try out. It's been nerfed, but I'm also really wondering about how it works out outside the prologue. It'll be very different. I guess there's nothing left to do in the game. We're not close to leveling. But if the only thing we can do with the time that we have left is to run around and clear bandit camps, that may not be the most interesting to watch. But on the other hand, maybe it would be cool to see how far you can push the character in the prologue. As far as I understand, max level is 30. So that's nice. You can level as much as you want. I'll be pretty rich. If I would ever continue playing in a run, it would probably be this one. How are we doing for time? Well, on the other hand, maybe I'll let this one lie around and see if I find the passion to play on. But what am I trying to say here? If the thing about it is that we are not getting the newest patched version right now. We're playing on a rolled back version, And I want to play with the newest patch. I would prefer that. I'm sure you guys want to see the newest patch instead of me running around on an old patch. So, the Bryn Vermouth. Sell that. 1700 gold is nice. You know what? I've never been to the Abbey of the Holy Revelation. Never. I'm assuming that this is where Varen fights in the prologue. Maybe that would make for a nice trip. And if there's something there that to look at, that would be cool. So I think that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna end the episode here though. So I'll buy the Inn for One Night, and then I'll do another video on the same build, probably. I'll let the recordings catch up, and then I'll make an informed decision in a few days' time when all of these episodes have come out. And then we'll make up our mind about that. Backpack being worth 150 gold. If you could buy a backpack earlier on, I certainly would. You know what? You could beeline to the outpost Ravidward, and then you just need to beat the guards outside, which they are pretty tough. But then the backpack is in the little hut at the start. I might try that in another run, to just beeline to Ravidward. Maybe after you reach level 2, because I don't think you can do it at level 1. But you don't have to beat the whole dungeon. You just go in, grab the backpack, and run out, because that helps you through the entire run. Then that's an interesting thing. I'm gonna write that down. And with that, we will end it here. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to sleep for 24 hours because Anna has earned some rest. Also, a good little thing to note here is whether or not the fresh modifier becomes bigger the longer she sleeps, and I think it does. I don't think it usually starts at 600. Alright, that's it for this time, folks. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.